are in Kisumu, Dala. This is the lake basin city in Kenya. It is the third biggest after, I don't know if it's the second or the third biggest after Nairobi, but there is Mombasa, Kisumu, Nakuru. But guys, we're excited about today's activity. This is day 2 of our road trip of the Lake Victoria Circuit road trip, and as you can see, we are ready to hike. We are ready to hike. Okay, we're going to hike at Ndere Island. It's apparently a national park. From what I have researched, it is picturesque. I'm expecting very stunning views of, I don't know, the 7 hills. It is somewhere in the middle of, not really in the middle, but it's one of the islands in Lake Victoria. But before we go there, we're going to do a tour of the town, of the city. We've done it before. I've actually made a video about it. You guys can go and check the video on Kisumu city, but we're going to do it again. It's been some time, almost 2-3 years. We're hoping to see some changes here and there. I'm told Kisumu is one of the cleanest cities in Kenya, so I'm expecting to see very clean streets. And of course, yesterday we enjoyed our fish. We're expecting very, very nice and fresh fish like the one we ate yesterday. And this is day 2. If you're joining us for the first time, this is day 2 of our Lake Victoria circuit. So we're going round Lake Victoria. We started in Kenya, the Kenyan side, before we go to the Ugandan side and then the Tanzanian side and then back to Kenya. We have a lot to explore in Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria looks different in every city. So guys, we are ready. And this time it's not phantom only. We have 3 new faces. One is not so new, but 3 new faces. Some are comfortable on the camera, some are not, but just know we are 6. That is all that counts. I called on you guys to join me in the road trips because you've been saying that I wish to join you next time, I wish to join you next time. So this time I posted it on my socials, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, for you guys to join me, and I'm glad I was joined by 3 people. Some people chickened out, but let's just say 3 is a good number. 3 is a good start. So yes, it's a good start. So let's go. And aki nitachomeka najua, but luku ni luku maze. Drip stays forever. Whether tutapambana naye. So guys, this is Kisumu. This is the same route we used when we were coming into Kisumu yesterday from Nairobi. This is just how we got into the city. Kisumu is just a city. It's just a city like any other. So you expect to see a lot of buildings, a lot of lighting, a lot of everything. This looks like those government, the houses provided by the government. I have seen border borders, which are those motorbikes, and tuk-tuks, meaning that commuting around the city is very easy. Those ones are cheaper means of transportation around the city. And then there is Kisumu Museum. I've seen a signpost there. Kisumu Museum. So I think it's one of those things you can do in Kisumu. More housing. There could be more railway housing. Maybe you'll find that it's for Ministry of Transportation. They make those houses for their employees. Lodwar Road. Yay! We have a representation here. Lodwar Road. They have really nice signage. Hadia?
Yes.
You see there they've indicated the roads?
Yes.
It's very clear. Omolo Aga Road. There we go. Omolo Aga Road. We did not live in Kisumu, but we've been here before. We did not mark all the names of places, but we just know a few places. So where we don't know, you can, and if you're a resident in Kisumu, you can tell us where those streets are. Dala means home. Now, being a lakeside city, they do a lot of fishing. You can see that fish there in this roundabout. There must be a name for this fish, a name for this roundabout, but it's just a representation of their economical activities, which is majorly fishing. And tourism has also peaked around this place. So we are going around this roundabout so that you guys can see this. There is that mall. We've been here before. So Kisumu has a couple of malls, and United Mall is one of them. There are like, I don't know, three more in town. We've been there before. So we're just giving you a brief tour of this city because we've been here before. And in the course of this trip, we're trying to explore the differences between these cities, lake cities and lake towns. So from what I have seen so far, Kisumu is clean. It's not a lie. So this is a PSV stage. PSV is public service vehicle. So if you want to go to Kakamega, Bungoma, and many other upcountry towns, you can just come to this station. I've used it before with some sort of shuttle when I was going to Eldoret. So there are so many shuttles. You can just choose from what you prefer. Wow, look at that Nini pot. It's beautiful. Yes, traditionally Luo people use such pots to cook. The food that is cooked in those earthen pots are just the best. So delicious. Especially the beef, the githeri that you get from those earthen pots. So there is this park here if you want to come and rest. I think there are two parks that we saw last time. 2 parks in Kisumu. And then there are some of these beautiful buildings here. So it's a Sunday. Usually Kisumu it's a city, it's a proper city with so many people. But being a Sunday, there are not so many people. 1 Kenton Square. This is one of those major highways, or is it avenues in Kisumu?
Kisumu is beautiful.
Yeah, Kisumu is very beautiful, and it's very clean.
Very clean.
For sure.
And Sunday is the best time.
Yeah, Sunday is the best time to actually tour the place. Kampala Street. Yes, here we are, Kampala Street. Oh, Kisumu is beautiful. Ah, look at this art right here. The art is very beautiful. So the major economic activities of people who live in Kisumu and Kisumu County as a whole is majorly
rice farming.
Rice farming, not I thought it was padding. Sugarcane farming, that is why you've seen there is Muhoroni sugar plant, and there is rice farming, and then there is fishing. So rice farming and fishing are usually facilitated by the availability of water around. So guys, 6 people cannot fit in a car, in one car. We are 3 of us here, and 3 people are in this other car in front of us. So guys, another Subaru. Another Subaru. So we have our friends there. We are 6 of us. The other friends are in the other car. We have Millie, we have Jen, we have Victor, and of course the usual Patrick, who's behind the camera, myself, and Hadia.
They are Kisumuing.
And we are Kisumuing. Swan Center. I'm told here is where people used to get uniforms.
Yes, and books.
And books. Yeah, but uniform business is so big in Kenya. We came across this place. Yeah, just look at the views. It is so calm. There's literally nothing here apart from birds chirping, just nature and serenity. It's a very nice place to take photos, and it's a very clean side of Lake Victoria as compared to the fishing side. When you go to Kisumu, in the areas where fishermen just bring their fish, it's not as neat as this. This is so cute. So initially, I think there was a time we came here and we walked in this direction. There is some footpath going in this direction, but because there is the port, since the port was constructed, the place has been restricted. In fact, on this side, there is the port that is supervised by the Kenya Ports Authority, and there is also the railway on my right, on this other side. But right now we're just enjoying the serenity of this place, taking photos with orange sunglasses.
From what we've seen from where we stand, there is no activity going on, like any water activity. There are no resorts around here. It's just a vast
Okay, it's just an emptiness.
Yeah.
Basically, there are very few buildings on this side of Lake Victoria in Kisumu. There are very few buildings around, and most buildings are concentrated on the Dunga Hill campsite. There is where you'll see now there are boats, fishermen, there are plenty of restaurants, but this side there is nothing. Somehow we feel like it is underutilized. We're going to compare it with other towns and cities along the Lake Victoria. So far we feel like it is underutilized. But also there is this could be a reason, because the port is right next to us. One of the reasons could be that this place it's restricted even for any kind of human movements, either by boat, by or by foot or whatever, because there's the railway and the port just next to us. So that could be also a reason why this place is not utilized. You know, where there is the port, most of the time it's restricted for any other, unless you're maybe you're bringing in some cargo, or you're taking it out, you're passing through the transport and the customs procedures. Most of the time it is restricted. So that could be one of the reasons why this place is not utilized. Maybe you could say this side, but the other side of the lake is also underutilized.
Yeah, you see nothing, no boats.
Yeah, no boats, no nothing. Kisumu International Airport is also on the other side of the lake. So we're just assuming the most agreeable explanation is that since it is next to the port, the place is restricted. But if that is not the case, this place is underutilized. You see that tower up there? Yes, it is used to direct boats. So that could be a very good reason why this place is not so much utilized. Other than that, it's a very cool place. I wish they could allow people in. They used to allow people in these sides when the port was not active. But right now the port is active. So I'm thinking that is why they restricted. But they can still supervise. There's a very nice view by there, guys. Very nice view. The place is also very clean. Probably because there is very few human traffic around this place. Or maybe because it is usually cleaned. Maybe there are some people who usually come and clean up after people later. But my friends, let's not litter. We should stop littering, because you are making someone to have that work to come and clean after you, which is not so responsible.
So guys, we are exploring towns and cities around Lake Victoria. This is what you're going to do for most of the part of this trip, and we're just going to give you a snippet of the activities that you can do along these towns around Lake Victoria. So stay tuned so that you can see or you can choose an activity that you would prefer. It's gonna be very exciting.
You can come all the way to East Africa just to see Lake Victoria, so it will be upon you to select which city you will land at,
or just tour all those cities and see the different things that you're going to do.
Yes, they are different. They are very different. Different cultures. It's very, very different.
It will be worth it.
Yes, it will be totally worth it. So let's continue with our tour of Kisumu, and then we go all the way to the island. I'm told this is the industrial side of Kisumu because there are so many factories here. It is just along the lake. That footpath that we've seen just is right behind this place. So there are so many factories here, warehouses and all. During the weekdays there will be so many people walking. There will be a lot of traffic around this place. Cars, lorries bringing a lot of cargo and all that. So guys, so far you can concur with us that Kisumu is very, very clean. Si kuchochwa, it's true. Kisumu is clean. Huh? what do you say, Adia?
I agree. Like being on a weekend, like you don't expect like someone came and cleaned up. Cleaned up.
Yes, meaning that it's just usually clean.
It is usually clean.
This looks like the Juakali side of the town. Juakali is handcraft, where people use either they use like the metals or other kinds of materials to make local products like windows, furniture and all that. And then there is this beautiful building. I don't know if it is it a church? It looks like a church, right? Yeah, churches have many windows. Aga Khan Hospital, Kisumu. Aga Khan is everywhere in Kenya. It is a group of, it is like a chain, Aga Khan hospitals. There are many. There is Aga Khan hospital, there are Aga Khan schools, international schools and all that, but they offer the best. It is they are like some of the best hospitals in Kenya. Sichochi, by the way, it's true. If you're a Kenyan, you will agree with me. They have some of the best hospitals. The meat that is cooked using this pot. Even water. Yes, by the way, it used to be like our chiller, water chiller. Now you'd put water there and then you put some clothes and then just you keep pouring water on the clothes on the outside. I'm telling you guys, the water from the agulu, let me just call it agulu. The water from the agulu is just everything. Waruaki dala. That means welcome home. Yes, Sarova Imperial, Kisumu. Now we are getting into Oginga Odinga Street. And Oginga Odinga is one of our Kenyan heroes. So this is a very busy side of the town. Because you can see a couple of vehicles out here even on a weekend, on a Sunday, imagine. But it can get busier than this. I remember this street. Yes, this is where there used to be so many stalls some time back. We even walked in this side. So guys, there used to be so many stalls here where you could get cheap food, cheap fish, but they were demolished. Probably they were demolished by the Railways Authority because this is their property. On my right, this is the railways. You see this Imperial Express? It's a very nice hotel. I've done a tour of that place. I've done a review of that hotel. It's a very, very nice hotel. So if you find yourself in Kisumu, you should consider that place. Like hands down, I'm not kidding you. Just go and check out that video, you will confirm. And then there is University of Nairobi Kisumu campus. It looks good.
Yeah, Maseno is just behind.
Yeah, there was Maseno just behind the Mega Plaza. So you can agree with me that Kisumu is clean and beautiful.
So many trees.
Even on a Sunday it looks like this. It's green. Hey, my Kisumu people, you're doing good. You're just fine. Tough mall. Yeah, this is another mall. Here is another mall again. Yeah, the West End Mall. Look at those grey hands. Guys, this is Milimani Estate. It's an estate where there are mostly middle class. Most of the offices here. There are so many offices here if you want to access some public services and even some businesses. There are hotels. Actually, most hotels are in Milimani as compared to the other sides. And what else? Very nice buildings, middle class mostly. The villa where we stayed is in Milimani. So when you stay in Milimani, you can access Dunga Hill Camp. You remember where we went to have some really nice sunset, even though the cloud decided to do a thing, but there was a very nice reflection. So it is also in Milimani. If you are new to this channel, just know we do a lot of road trips. We do a lot of road trips because we believe that you travel to places best if you are on the ground, not on the air. But of course there are places we cannot go on road. So you can imagine. Well, hey, yeah.
Milimani. We apologize.
We apologize indeed. So we started our journey in Nairobi. Now we're in Kisumu. We'll be going towards the Busia side, and then we'll cross over to Uganda. We do a lot of tours of those towns and cities in Uganda that are next to Lake Victoria. So we are trying just, and then we go all the way to the Tanzanian side. So it is just a Lake Victoria circuit. We are just trying to compare and also enjoy the lake. We are really trying to enjoy the lake. We're not trying to enjoy, we know we will enjoy the lake. So far we like it and we cannot say otherwise. I've been to Mwanza, I've been to Entebbe, I've been to Jinja, I've been to Kampala, of course, and Kisumu. I've been in, I think, Budalangi. Those are towns within the lake, but I'm hoping to explore some more. But since you guys, I'm sure some of you have not watched my videos when I was going to those places, this is why I'm taking you again to that place. And many of my friends who have joined me in this trip have never been there. Things to do in Kisumu, there is here Impala Sanctuary. If you want to come and you can see the school buses here. If you want to come and see some animals, wild animals in the orphanage, you can come here. There is Hippo Point somewhere in front of us. We just see it, Hippo Point, and there are so many nice resorts around the lake on this side of the town. This is the Milimani side. This is where you get all those nice hotels. So let's just go and see. We've just seen Kisumu Yacht Club.
Members only.
Yeah, members only. Where? Ole. And then you'll see a lot of these. It's a bit swampy on this side, so you'll see a lot of papyrus reeds, which is used to make mats. In Luo they call it par. You see this kind of seats, they are made using papyrus. This is artwork. A lot of those, all those things are made using the papyrus. Hippo Point is in this direction. You can come and check it out. And then yesterday we went to Dunga Hill Camp for the sunset. It's just next to the lake, so it has a very nice sunset. And it was so full. it is very popular around here. And then you can come and have some fish on this other side. There are so many ways of accessing the lake using this. You see this, all those beach resorts, beach something. You can just go in that direction and access the lake. The famous Dunga Beach. So if you want to do some boat rides, I think they can organize for you some fishing, maybe with some fishermen very early in the morning or very late in the evening. You can do some fishing. You can do some fishing around here. So there is boat ride, there is sunset ride, because I've not seen any sunset cruise, but with the boats. The boats they're the motorboats. I've not seen any yachts so far, even though there is a yacht club for members only. There is this resort that I did not see last time. I don't know if it was being constructed or I was just blind. But I don't know why it feels like it has some Watamu vibes.
The finishing.
Yeah, the finishing is like there's a building. There's a building we saw in Watamu that looks like that. Cindy, dear?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a building that looks like that. So this side, it's marshy because it's just next to the lake. And you know, the kids are swimming. The area around most lakes in Rift Valley, or let me say, is it really Rift Valley, but most lakes have swollen. Even this one is one of those freshwater lakes that has swollen. So the water seems to come in this direction. That is why there are a lot of swamps. Even you can see this one. This is someone's farm. And it is all swampy. This is where we had our meal yesterday. You can see those boats there. There is where we had our fish. And then look at this fish. Look at this sculpture. It is a fish made from recycled bottles. That is Dunga Beach, where you can get those fish markets. So when you go there, you'll see a lot of fish just at the entrance. You select the fish and then they fry it for you. You can decide if you want wet fry, if you want like the deep fried fish. Even the wet fries are usually deep fried and then they just do some stewing. So plus some vegetable and sukuma wiki. Yeah, and then this is omena. And so there are more here. So omena is daga. So there is daga, which is omena. There is Nile perch. You've heard about Nile perch, the famous Nile perch that we usually export. It also comes from this lake. Nile perch, mbuta, shrimps, freshwater shrimps, and of course tilapia. But there are some mudfish and catfish that we get it from this site. I don't know where exactly. I don't know if it's from the lake. I can't confirm. But you can get some catfish here. That is our short trip of the lake city in Kenya, Kisumu, and now we are going to Ndere Island. You can get a boat from Kisumu to Ndere Island, but it will cost you a lot. And you can also do a road trip to the mainland, where you'll get to the mainland where there is now like their office. So what we are doing, because we are on a budget, we are going by road, and then when we get to the KWS is Kenya Wildlife Service office that can allow us into the Ndere Island, which we are assuming will be a bit cheaper as compared to getting a boat from here. And also we have some people who are scared of the waves in water in our group. So this is just the most appropriate way. So guys, let's go and explore this island. I just heard about it the other day, and that is why I'm this excited. And I'm told it has very stunning views. That is why I'm dressed like this. So let's go. So my people, here is the signpost for Ndere Island National Park. It's actually a national park. We are just branching from this road. This is the road to Bondo, right?
I imagine.
So we've used this rough road for some time. You can see the signpost there.
7 kilometers.
7 kilometers. It is a rough road, but it's not a bad one. Even if my car can just drive comfortably, I can drive here for even 60 kilometers per hour, even 70. So the road is just fine. It does not have like tarmac road all the way. The roads are graded, so it's fine. Yay! Look at those rocks. It has a lot of similarity with Mwanza.
The Rock City.
The Rock City. Look at that. We're already seeing some rocks. So I'm assuming that this place is actually beautiful. Just like Mwanza. I don't know what is the whole geographical explanation or scientific explanation to these rocks being next to Lake Victoria, because I've seen them in Mwanza as well. I don't know, but we will find out. I hope the guide will be able to tell us, or we'll just do our research and let you guys know, because we will see more rocks in the coming episodes as we continue with this road trip. The road has been bumpy, but we are here. We are right here. We are not yet in Ndere Island, but we are in the main office, which is the KWS main office. It's just up there, and we are going to that. There is Ndere Island there. We intend to go around the island. It is the one that we saw when we were on our road coming this side, and it's spectacular. So it is a national park. We expect to see some wild animals, but we've been told that there are no big five, but there are some animals here and there. And also this is one of the things they offer other than boat ride, the viewing of the animals and the hiking up there. There is this space. It is a camping site. For you to get this space to camp, you pay 200 shillings. If you need a mattress, it is 200 shillings for the mattress. For you to be given a tent, it is 500 shillings. So with that, you can do your math. If you come two of you, it is cheaper because you can share the mattress, you can share the tent. So if someone, maybe the person will have to pay like only 200 shillings for camping here. So you can imagine how cheap it is. So one ways of budget traveling while exploring Kisumu is camping here. Yes, if you are two, that will be around 1,100, and you have accommodation. Just imagine, you go there are shops around here. I'm sure you can get some food from around here. So per head, for you to go to the Ndere Island, it's 300 shillings for citizens. And then for you to get a boat, it's 3,000 shillings, 3,000 Kenyan shillings, where the boat will just take you in one place or one position. I've forgotten that place, but there is just one place where you'll be taken, and then you'll hike to the highest point and back. I'm told it's around 4 kilometers to hike to. When you return, it will be another 4 kilometers. And then there is an option of the boat dropping you in one place where you'll start the hiking, and then when you finish the hiking, it will be there waiting for you. So you'll just cover 4 kilometers. So it all depends with how much you love hiking. There is 5,000, like the one we've taken, where the boat will take us round first, and then it will stop at one place, and then we hike. When you get to the other side, the boat will be waiting for us. But we've been told we should expect picturesque views. I don't know how the right pronunciation for that, but you get it. Stunning views, and we are all about that. So this place, you'll realize that it has some smell, some fishy smell. It's mostly because of the dagas, the omenas being sun-dried in the air. But otherwise, this place is very cool. Just feel this. There's no fish smell in the island. So let's go. How many kilometers per hour? They are racing us. These guys are very fast. So guys, Ndere means meeting place in the Luo. It is an island that is in Winam Gulf of Lake Victoria. It was gazetted as a national reserve, hence there are no people who inhabit the place. Nadia, can you see any fish there?
Yeah, I can.
Kaka mangi. Wako picha, jalucho. Wako picha.
I saw a picture. They're still alive, but here you want to do. It is still alive.
Alafu nanipigia nduru tena.
Oh, it's still alive.
Yes.
Ijakufa. This is 500. Hapana, tunataka ingine. Mimi nataka nikule nishibe. Mimi niongeze. Mimi nataka one more. Who else wants more?
These are 6.
Yeah, we can.
So we do another punch.
Yes, this is 500.
Nyasaye ogwedhi.
Nyasaye ogwedhi. Still moving. You can see Homa Hills. Homa Hills is in Homa Bay. So, yes, if you can see it so clearly from here, Homa Hills. Look at that. Those Homa Hills, the lake. This is also there. It's just part of the island of Ndere Island all the way. Look at that view. Oh my God. It is very similar to Central Island because of the nature of the type of plantation, but it is also very similar to Sanane. The only difference with Sanane is that there are no rocks, but whoa, have you seen this?
Hata sasa mngekuja sasa vile mmekuja, you don't pay anything again.
If you have your own,
yes, sasa vile ulilipa 300. Hiyo tu 300.
Oh, once you pay the entrance fee, is as long as you have your camping gear, you just come and camp free of charge.
It doesn't change anything.
Si mungesema.
Sasa mko na gears, tuko nazo pale, tuko na tents, tuko na kila kitu, ma sleeping bag.
I wish we knew. We could have camped here. You just wake up to that.
Unaweka tu ma tents zenyewe hapa.
That would be insane.
Na jiko iko hapa, unafika tu.
That is very pocket friendly. For only 300 shillings you get accommodation as long as you have your camping gear.
Tent ni shilingi 500, mattress ni shilingi 200.
And then how do you cook? So
unajipikia.
Also you also have.
So kama unajipikia, kama una mambo mengi unaweza ongea na staff akupea gas ujaze ama kupea ile modern jiko ya koko. Sio ile ukijaza moja na watosha for one night. Kwanza ile inakuwa mzuri kuliko hata gas. Unakuja mnajibamba tu. Kuni pia.
Wow, this is good.
This is like a photo.
Yeah.
Our little savannah. And we can see some animals, some zebras. Will get there. So if you come here, let me just do this. If you come here, you have to carry your water because the whole hiking thing is just I'm tired and we have not even covered 2 kilometers. It's supposed to be 4 kilometers. So this is my crew. Look at them.
Hunting.
Crew. Oh, so you have zebras, warthogs, waterbugs, impalas, statunga. I'm told statunga. You don't have statungas? Oh, hippos, crocodiles. Yes, Lake Victoria has hippos and crocodiles, but not in every part. Some parts. So if you come here, you'll see all these animals, but the most dominant animal is the zebra. But here, because you're on the savannah side, you can see how tall the grass is. You cannot easily see the warthogs because you remember they are short. Yes, so I'm really panting. But the view behind me, guys, just have a look at that. The view behind me. Our guide. And then there is our view. Can you even believe it?
That's the Homa Hill.
And that one over there is Homa Hill. That is Homa Bay.
Yes.
So Homa Bay is right there. You'll think that it's so close, but it's quite far. And then this is also part of Ndere, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Ndere is quite big. And there, that's the crew. Look at the crew. The crew are so tired. The crew.
You are not tired.
We're not tired.
We are tired. Ujichoche tu na.
We're so happy.
Oh, there are a couple of more other islands. You can see that one. There are a couple of more islands, and then this one is just grassland. Guys, we are at the peak of Ndere Island. This is now the viewpoint. You can literally see. Oh my God, there are so many islands. There are so many islands you can see from here. Now, guess what? Safaricom came here before we did. You remember that song for Nikona? Apparently, it was sung here. And nobody ever mentioned that that was Ndere Island. We could have come here a long time ago. Magical Kenya. Include this in those places to go because this is very, very beautiful. Very scenic. Now, we've covered the savannah side. I'm told we are going now to the forestish sides. And I really don't want to leave this place because the views, maze. How many islands are around?
You have one, though the Rabuku Island, that one.
Oh, that one, Rabuko.
Yeah, Rabuku.
Rabuku Island.
Rabuku Island. So these one are just small ones, just caves ambapo hata majina hazina.
You should give all of those islands names. Huh? Yeah. So there is that Rabuku Island, but this one is almost the same size with Rabuku Island.
Rabuku is a bit bigger.
So there is Rabuku Island over there, and by there you cannot sneak into this place because the community benefits so much from this island that they will not allow you to just sneak here without passing through the KWS office. It's only 300 shillings. I mean, if you want to come this far, you can afford 300 shillings. Support the country, and that money supports the community because the boats are from the community. So you can imagine. And ukikuja hapa mazee, piga look, there are a lot of views here. Come back again. Guys, we've hiked enough, but we're still hiking. So we are getting into the forest side. We were on the savannah, you can see this grass, but now we are getting to the forest and it's about to rain. You can see some rainbow on the Kisumu side. You can actually see Kisumu from here. So we're just trying to hurry up so that we can go back. Tusipatwe na mvua. Tuende. So most of these trees are indigenous trees. All of them. No trees have been planted here.
No, you can't.
And then there are plenty of dragonflies, but they are harmless. Yeah. Do you use a toothbrush? Yes. Let me see how it looks. A natural toothbrush. But it is not a sokol like the one we saw in Central Island.
It's not like a sokol, but this one's ni matunda.
Oh, the fruit.
Matunda yake inakuanga tamu sana. Then you can use this as a natural toothbrush.
Siri?
Ni Syriac.
Syriac.
Sisi tunaita Syriac.
In Kalenjin it's Syriac. Now what is its name in English?
We don't know the English name, but they are very sweet. Some small, maybe like
you don't have
like wimbi.
Shrubs?
No. Kano plain mani wanalima mchele sarabi toka.
Sour.
They are sour.
They are kali kidogo.
So they are not meant for human consumption.
No. Some are toxic.
And they are yellow. They are nicely orange.
Sweet ones, yes.
They look sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I was going to hit my head. Thank you.
guys, we had to return very fast because it's getting dark and it's been raining on the Kisumu side, so there are a lot of waves and it's not very safe when there is a lot of waves. One thing about Ndere is that they fish a lot of those small, what are they called? Are they shrimps? They're just some chicken feed. Yes, they do not specialize on fishing tilapia or these other fish that human beings eat. They are specialized in animal feeds from the ocean. So that is why when we came, we saw a lot of small fish just being sun-dried there, and it's been awesome. We got some free sunset cruise. Ndere, you have all my votes. Rate it
10 out of 10 because it's a new place. I didn't expect to see this side.
Yes. We didn't think we have such an island. There are some animals, mostly herbivores. There are baboons, zebras, warthogs. We came across them, but most of the time they just rushed past even before we got our camera. We were busy storytelling, but otherwise it's been fun. Guys, visit Kenya, visit Ndere Island, visit Kisumu County. It's worth it.
Yeah.
So we are going back. Actually, the fish we bought, it was brought back. There's another local lady who made it for us, and we are going to collect it. We got like around 18 fish, and for it to be prepared, how much was it?
500 shillings.
18 fish for 1,000. Yes, we got 18 fish for 1,000 shillings. Yes, and they are sizable fish. Yet yesterday, one big fish was 1,700. I'm telling you, it's best you get the fish from the fishermen. But otherwise, it was a very good deal. It is a nice tour, and guys, it's raining. Bye.